Hello. I think we are finally live now. I apologize for the inconvenience with having connection issues, but I think that we're all set now. So welcome to 7 p.m. part of class. Sorry it's a little late, and I still have to have it end at 8 o'clock tonight because of engagements afterwards. So apologies for a short class. So what I wanted for us to work with tonight's class is working with the figure 8 pose, but because we are already 15 minutes in, I feel that we need more preparation or more time to prepare so that we can fully experience that pose. So we'll just have to wait for next week to go ahead and do that. But for those who are chiming in, I will let you know that we are bringing yoga back here in Adventure Rock, and you can sign up online at the appropriate times for both Brookfield and for the Milwaukee location. And soon, just not like maybe in like a month, we'll have Walker's Point opening. So for right now, just Brookfield and Milwaukee. So go ahead and check that out online. So you can come in, or we're still going to have the online in case you would like to just do it at home instead. So with that being said, instead of doing the figure 8, let's go ahead and work with some hip flows per requests. We did some binds in the last class, but we're not going to continue that into this class. We're just going to work on some hip opening and some conditioning here. So for the start of class today, I would like for us to go ahead and kind of come into a wide-legged forward fold. So having the toes pointed towards the front of the mat. We're going to take a deep inhale, bringing the arms up towards the ceiling. As we keep our arms straight, we're going to bring our tailbone back, arms are forward, hinging by the hips, hugging at the thighs. Bringing the hands all the way to the mat here, to the floor. You can bring blocks if you would like to place underneath your hand if you have them. As we come into this wide-legged forward fold, we're just going to create a soft bend to the knees so that we're not locked here. And we're just going to flip our palms so that our palms are facing towards the ceiling. Good to make this a little more decompressed, a little more grounding. Tailbone is active towards the ceiling. We're going to go here and take a few moments of breath to have us connect to our mat, connect to the ground. Take a deep inhales into the nose and out through the nose. And as you go through exhales, you may notice yourself getting deeper into your hip hinge. Allowing that space to be present. Take 5 more breaths. And the 5 breaths, you can go ahead, hands to the floor, and start to bend your knees side to side, getting a little movement into your hips, movement into your hamstrings, maybe pendulum swinging your upper body side to side, taking a knee, clasping into the elbows. Hands to the mat. Let's find this half lift here. So you find the half lift, bringing the right arm towards the ceiling, creating a twist. You can keep your arms up towards the ceiling, or if you'd like, you could bring the right hand behind your spine here. Deep breath. Bring the right palm up. Gently align it with the left hand. And inhale, rise. Left arm towards the ceiling. Rotate the palm and bring in the hand behind your spine. I gaze up. And then very slowly release. You're going to go ahead and point the toes to the front of the mat, bending at the front knee here. So you bend at the front knee, flat right palm, or flat palm, inhale, rise, right palm towards the ceiling, twist. Slowly release. Bring the left foot at a diagonal, side angle pose, opening up through the chest, left arm towards the ceiling. As you find this opening here, we can then pendulum swing the left arm down, bring it to the front of the mat. Good. Keeping the front knee nice and strong. 2 more breaths. Good. Release. Lift up the heel. And then from here, taking the right leg back, leg pose, look forward, chaturanga all the way to the mat. As we inhale, come into cobra. Good. Exhale, release. Curl the toes. Inhale, rise, chaturanga, then down. Good. Let's go ahead and bring the left leg forward. Square through the hips. Inhale, rise. Right arm towards the ceiling. And then flip the left arm towards the ceiling, and then bring the left arm behind your spine. Open up the chest more. Towards the left side of the room. Inhale, rise, left arm up. To the inside of the left foot, drop the right foot, warrior diagonal. And inhale, rise, right arm towards the ceiling. Once you find that chest opening here, you can pendulum swing the right arm down from the mat. Good. Slowly release. Bring the left leg back. Plank. Chaturanga forward all the way to the ground. Inhale to cobra. Good. Exhale, release. Curl the toes. Inhale, chaturanga. Then release up. Then the knees, I gaze forward, to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, palms up. Inhale, rise, find mountain. Back bend, if you wish. Palms together, Samasthiti. Good. Inhale, rise, arms up towards the ceiling. And then from here, engage the glutes. Bring the right knee up towards the chest. And then we're gonna hip hinge, warrior 3. Arms up forward. Then we're gonna bend the left knee, arms up in the high mountain. Go ahead, come into warrior 2 here. Keep the front knee back, open up to the chest. Warrior 2. Good. Flip the left palm up, rise, reverse the warrior. Two more breaths. Good. Inhale, warrior 2. And then from here, we're going to go ahead, lift up the arms, back ankle, high mountain. In the high mountain. We're gonna go ahead, hinge forward, bring the foot up, about half a foot, come back into warrior three. Palms to the heart center. Inhale, rise. Right knee up towards the ceiling, flex through the right foot. Plant the right foot right on top of the hip here, or right on top of the thigh. Figure four. So you're in figure four. Inhale, bend it into your chair. Figure four chair, chest is lifted. Room through the big toe, pinky toe, and the palm out. Heel. Find a gaze you're drifting at something that's not moving. Lift through the chest, double back, one more breath. Inhale, lift through the chest. Knee up, lower. Good. Bend through the knees, arms up in the chair. Then exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, rise, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up into high mountain. And then as our arms are up, look up through the left knee toes to the ground. Engage the lower core, bring the butt in, and inhale, left knee towards the sky. As you start to flex through the left foot, hinge hipping, hinging at the hip. Arms are forward, coming into warrior three. Soft bend to the right leg, drop the left foot, and then come into your warrior two. Nice and strong into your warrior two. Keep your chest lifted, shoulders are back here, front knee back. We're going to reverse the warrior. Or right palm over towards the left side, eye gaze up, reverse warrior. Good. Inhale, warrior two. Warrior two. Let's go ahead, flip into the back ankle. High mount or high lunge. We're going to bring the back leg up about half a foot. Arms are forward, hip hinge straight into the right leg. Warrior three. So you come into warrior three. Palms are going to be together here. Inhale, rise. Left knee up towards the chest. Flex through the left foot. Place it onto the right thigh. Figure four here. Lifting up through the chest. Squat. Over to the foot. Engage through the core, quad, and breath. Inhale, knee up, and then to the ground. Arms up, rise, high mountain, shoulders back. And then exhale to your chair pose. Good. Palms to the heart center. Hip hinge, forward fold. Good. Bring your feet a little bit longer than hips length apart, front through the knees. Grab the elbows and just pendulum swing side to side. Good. Hands onto the mat, walk your feet out. Go ahead, squat down into your Malasana pose. In your Malasana pose, you can put a block underneath if you need to. So trying to keep a straight spine here. As we bring the tailbone back, chest lifted, the eye gaze to the front of the room. Finding that lower core engagement. Hands to the mat. Let's go ahead, And we're going to kick the feet back into plank, so engage the core. And inhale, shoot back, plank, drop the knees, child's pose. Gonna stretch out through the spine, hip in. Good. And the next breath, I'm in the tabletop position. Rotate the shoulders back, coming into some cat-cows here, so lengthen up through your tabletop. Inhale, chest out, tailbone up into cow. Exhale, rotate the shoulders towards the ceiling, chin the chest and the cat. Good. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Go ahead and do about 3 more rounds. And then come into your tabletop position. From your tabletop, let's go ahead. Bring the left leg, pointing it back, bringing the balance tabletop, and bringing the right arm forward. Good, lifting up through the chest, so that we can try to keep a straight spine, engage in the core, back core, front core. 5 breaths. After the 5 breaths, 5 times, inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, release. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, release 3 more times. Keeping the left knee back, let's go ahead, bring the toes to the ceiling. Carry onto the left foot with your right hand. Press your left foot into the right hand, eye gaze forward. 5 breaths. Down tabletop. Slowly release. And go ahead and do some wrist therapies if you need to. And go ahead and shake it out before we go to the other side. Nice. So as we go to the other side, we're going to go ahead, balance tabletop, bringing the right leg back, left arm forward. Engage it to the back core and the front core, 5 breaths. And then 5 times. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, release. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, release. Good. Back to the right leg. Grab onto the right foot. Press the right foot into the left hand. 5 breaths. Down tabletop. Hands down. Go ahead, wrist therapy. Good. And so you can go ahead at this time, grab a blanket, or you can just go onto the long side of your mat if it's comfortable. So you can grab a blanket. Yeah. You bring it nice and long here for your knees. We're gonna come into a frog pose here to help open up through the hips. Go ahead and create some more mobility into our hips as well. So we're gonna spread our knees apart and have our feet pointed up, just like a frog here. And we're gonna bring our forearms to the mat, tailbone is towards the back of the room here. And from here, we're just gonna take a couple breaths into the hips. Find that lower core engagement to keep us strong and present into this pose. As we start to breathe here to this frog pose, you can slowly bring your tailbone back. It's very gently, you'll feel tight, so don't push it. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, bring it back, pressing the feet into the ground. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Good, and try to lift your thoracic spine and your lower spine towards the ceiling so that we're not over dipping into the lower spine. So bring the shoulders right above the elbows and then exhale. Bring the hips back. We're going to do this 5 more times. So then after you've done the frog, hip mobility 5 times. Very gently bring the knees in, child's pose. And you're going to go ahead and move back onto your forearms here. And we're going to come into forearm plank. Nice and strong into the core here. Good. Then you're going to go ahead and bring the right hip to the ground. And then bringing that right forearm up to the side here. So as if we're coming into a side plank, we're going to have the hand right above the hip and the forearm right to the ground here, either forward to the front of the mat or forward, getting in line with you, whatever feels the best for you here. Good. And we're going to very slowly engage the core, press the feet together. Inhale, lift up through the hip. Good. Exhale, lift to the ground. Inhale, rise. Exhale to the ground. Good. You can go ahead and do this 3 more times for a total of 5. Left forearm in alignment with your right. Come into forearm plank. 3 reps. And then raise the hips up. Chest in between the elbows here. Dolphin plank. Come into one plank. Good, hips to the ground. Move onto the left side here. Forearm here, forward, forward. Coming to parallel of the mat. Good. And then bring your hips up. 5, engage the core. And 5 times send it down. All right. Exhale, get down. Good. 5 times. Hips on the ground. Come onto your stomach, forearms forward. Coming into Sphinx pose, chest is lifted, shoulders towards the back of the room. We're going to go ahead and come back onto the right side here. Good. You can kind of put your right hand underneath your head for some support. Good. You can have your left hand either on your hips or onto the ground here to support you as well. Going through some Jade Kondo workouts. Pointing your toes to the back of the room. Engage the core. Inhale, lift up the left leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Go ahead 10 times. Good. After you've done it 10 times, legs to the ground. Sphinx pose. Scooping your hands forward, shoulders towards the back of the room, lifting the chest up. Good. And let's come on to the left side. So this might help us better that after we put the left hand underneath their head, with the bottom leg, maybe bending it very slightly. On the top leg, you have it pointed towards the back of the room. And every time we lift, as we inhale, we're pressing the bottom knee into the mat here so that we can keep supported, as well as creating more opening between our legs. Nice and engaged through the glute and the quad all the way to the foot. The right hand can be pressed into the ground, help keep it supported. Engage. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. 10 times. And after you've done your 10, you're going to slowly roll onto your spine here. Then plug the knees in, left side to side. And from here, we're going to hug the right knee to the chest, left foot onto the mat here, going onto the right foot, coming into a half happy baby, with the right knee going in towards the right armpit, tailbone towards the ground. When you feel comfortable, you can start to straighten the left leg onto the mat here, either toes pointed up or towards the front of the mat. Taking deep belly breaths into the nose and out of the nose. Rebend the left knee, place the right foot on top of the left thigh. And lift up through the left knee. Hug through the left leg, thread the needle, and inhale, point the left toes up towards the ceiling. Pushing the knee away from your body, pressing the right foot into the thigh. Maybe you can take the hands to the T here, flex the left foot. Inhale, lower the legs. Exhale, towards the ceiling. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Go ahead and do this 5 times. Keep the bottom core engaged, back core engaged. You can even have the hands by the hips. If that's even better. Good. And then once you've done your 5, you're going to do the left knee. And then slide the right foot to the outside of the left knee. Bring your arms up to the T, hips to the right side. And then bring the twisted knees over towards the left, eye gaze over the right shoulder. Two more breaths. You go ahead, slowly find yourself back onto your spine here. I'm going to go through the legs. Bend the left knee towards your chest, grab onto the left foot, half happy baby, onto the left leg. Good, bringing the knee in towards the armpit. Once you feel comfortable, you can straighten out through the right leg. You can rebend through the right knee. So place the left foot onto the right thigh. Then throw the needle, plug it through the left thigh, pointing your right toes up towards the ceiling this time, keeping the left foot flat, pressing into the right thigh. And then you put the hand by the hips, shoulders rotated into the girdle. 5 times. Inhale, hover the right foot just above the ground. Exhale, release. Inhale, hover. Exhale, release. And then your hips lift up. You can hold on to your hips, encourage them, or onto your hip hinge. Encourage your hips to stay close to the ground. Good. After the 5 times, rebend through the right leg, slide the left foot to the outside of the right foot, arms up to the T. Bring your hips over to the left side, and then have a twist. Bring your knees over towards the right side of the room and use them to the left. 2 more breaths. Reach forward through the hips, unravel the legs. Coming into your choice of either a bridge pose or a wheel pose. For bridge pose, you can go ahead and take your hands and place them by your hips. And you can go ahead, rotate the shoulders back, and inhale, rise up, hip up towards the ground. You can stay here. You can even clasp your hands underneath your pelvic here to help assist your pelvic towards the ceiling. And if you'd like, you can take your hands underneath your shoulder pads. As you lift up through your hips, get it coming up towards the air, and the chest rises into wheel pose. You can let yourself down through a wheel. Bring your shoulders down, not your head. And if you're still in bridge pose, you can gently release. Bring your spine back to the mat. Give yourself a breath or two, straightening out through the legs. Inhale, arms towards the ceiling. Bring the upper body towards the right side of the room, creating a crescent moon, taking the bottom legs over towards the right as well. Left leg hinges over the right. And on the next breath, bring the arms back to the center, legs back to the center. Inhale, arms to the left side of the room, legs to the left, the right leg on top. And on the next breath, bring the palms back up towards the front of the mat, toes to the front. Take your final long stretch of the night. Take a deep inhale, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And enjoy the rest of this time in your Shavasana, however long you would like. So thank you very much for attending the 7 p.m. part of class. And have a good night. Namaste.